get ready to go. We're glad that you're all here, so now it's time to start the show. We're not in school, but we can still pretend by making music until this ends. We're making music with our Falcon friends.
Hey Falcons, oh man, this is the week. Guys, we've got some fun stuff to do today. We have got a brand new song, we have got some cool activities, and a brand new musical concept never before heard by you. So you know what? I'm done talking about it. Let's make some music.
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
Hey fourth grade, I've moved locations. I am up at my piano because I have a song for you today that I'm going to use my piano for. I think it's a very nice song. It's a song actually from a country to our north. Now we're in the United States of America, and if you know anything about our continent, North America, you know that we've got three countries here. We've got the United States of America, that's where we live. To our south, we have a country. Do you know what country is to our south? Did you say Maryland? Well, no, that's a state. Did you say Lancaster? Well, that's a city and a county. That's not right either. No, to our south is Mexico. So we've got Mexico to our south. We're United States of America. What's to our north, do you know? Canada, that's right. Canada is our neighbors to the north. And up in Canada, there is a lovely song called The Land of the Silver Birch. It's a song that the native Indians up in Canada sing. Up in Canada, there are many birch trees. In fact, right here in Lebanon, we have some birch trees too. There's a road called Birch Road. It's pretty close to Union Canal where I am. It's lined with trees, birch trees. So the land of the silver birch is about a land like a forest of trees. Let me sing it for you. Land of the silver birch, home of the beaver, where still the mighty moose wanders at will. Blue lake and rocky shore, I will return once more. Boom diddy-a-da, boom diddy-a-da, boom diddy-a-da, ay-ah. It's a lovely song. And the boom diddy-a-da, what am I trying to sound like? I'm not really trying to sound like a human there. I'm trying to sound like something else, though. Boom diddy-a-da, boom diddy-a-da, boom diddy-a-da, yeah. What am I sort of sounding like? What's my voice? Like a drum, right. So in this song, we're sort of singing some words, but we're also singing sounds. We're trying to make some sounds like a drum. Let's do that part first. Listen, I'll sing, you echo back. Boom diddy-a-da, boom diddy-a-da, boom diddy-a-da, yeah. Your turn. Good, don't forget that part. Now let's do the other words. That's probably the easiest part. Listen closely. Land of the silver birch, home of the beaver, where still the mighty moose wanders at will. Blue lake and rocky shore, I will return once more. Now you know it. Boom diddy-a-da, boom diddy-a-da, boom diddy-a-da, ay-ah. A little bit longer this time, listen. Land of the silver birch, home of the beaver, where still the mighty moose this time. Listen closely. Land of the silver birch, home of the beaver, where still the mighty moose wanders at will. Turn once more. Boom diddy-a-da, boom diddy-a-da, boom diddy-a-da, Ready to try the whole song? Here we go. Land of the silver birch, home of the beaver, where still the mighty moose wanders at will. Blue lake and rocky shore, I will return once more. Boom diddy-a-da, boom diddy-a-da, boom diddy-a-da, Nice job. Land of the silver birch from up in Canada. Now we know it down here in Pennsylvania.
We're making music with our falcon friends.
All right, fourth grade. The weather's getting cooler, but let's head out. Let's head out in the lake one more time on our canoe. Here we go. My paddle's keen and bright, flashing with silver. Follow the wild goose flight. Dip, dip, and swing. Great. Sing it and keep it beat with me this time. My paddle's keen and bright, flashing with silver. Follow the wild goose flight. Dip, dip, and swing. Sing it and clap the rhythms this time. Here we go. My paddle's keen and bright, flashing with silver. Follow the wild goose flight. Dip, dip, and swing. Great. Now, we've been answering some questions about this song, and I want to see if you remember the answers to these questions. We've been doing it. Let's see who's got the best memory out there, okay? First question for you. How many beats do we have in the first phrase of the song? Listen. Loo, 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 loo. How many beats do we keep? 4 beats, exactly right. We have 4 beats in this song. Okay, so we split them in halves. We got 4, now we got 2, and we got 2. The first 2 and the last 2. The last 2. Loo, loo, loo. How many sounds do we sing there? Loo, loo, loo. 3 sounds, right? 3 sounds over those last 2 beats. That sounds familiar. It sounds like something we should have learned a long time ago. Loo, loo, loo. We got 2 sounds on the third beat and 1 sound on the last. We know what that is. That's ta-dee-ta, right? Good. The first 2 beats, a little bit different. Who remembers? How many sounds do we have on the first 2 beats? Do you remember? Loo, loo, loo. Well, yeah, right, exactly. Good memories. We have 3 again, but it's not the same 3 as the last 2 beats. It's a different 3 because these 3 sounds, one of them is long, 2 of them are short, but which are which? Who remembers? Loo, loo, loo. Short, long, short. Exactly. It's a brand new rhythm. It's a 2-beat rhythm, like a half note. Half notes are 2 beats long, but that's 1 sound over 2 beats. This is not 1 sound. This is 3 sounds on 2 beats, where the first sound is short, the second sound is long, and the last sound is short. So what we sound like this. Short, long, short, ta-dee-ta. Sing that with me this time. Here we go. Short, long, short, ta-dee-ta. This time, sing it and clap it. Here we go. Short, long, short, ta-dee-ta. Great. This time, just clap it and think it. Great. Last week, I asked you to make a picture. Here's my picture. Got our waves, got our canoes. Looks like a nice day out there on the lake. We got 4 waves. Those are the beats. We've got lots of canoes here. In fact, we've got 3 over the first 2 and 3 over the last 2, just like we were talking about. Short, long, short, ta-dee-ta. If you made a picture last week, good job. That's what I asked you to do. Thank you. See if you can go find that. If you can't find it, maybe make another one, okay? If you didn't make one last week, that's okay too. Try to make one now. It's really important that you make this, that you draw this picture. So you know how these sounds are organized, okay? Some of you actually shared this with me last week. I really liked that. I didn't ask you to. You didn't have to, but it was nice to see some of you actually reach out, email me, and say, hey, here's a picture I made. Love to see that stuff. If you ever make something you want me to see it, feel free to send it to me. I'd love to see that. But make sure you go through this and point to that picture because, guys, we are about to learn a brand new rhythm, a really cool rhythm, one rhythm that you've never heard of before. We're going to talk about it in just a second. So stay tuned for that brand new rhythm.
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
All right, fourth grade, it's time. It is time to learn about probably the trickiest rhythm that we've ever had. Probably the trickiest rhythm we've ever had. Our new rhythm is 3 sounds over 2 beats, where the first sound is short, the second sound is long, and the last sound is short. An uneven rhythm. Our new rhythm has a name, just like we have ta and toddy. Our new rhythm has a name as well. When we have 3 sounds over 2 beats where the first sound is short, the second sound is long, last sound is short, we call short, long, short, ta-dee-dee. That's tricky. Listen, ta-dee-dee. Can you say that? Ta-dee-dee. Say it with me. Ta-dee-dee. You say it by yourself? Good. It's a little bit weird to hear. If I put it in the song, this is what it sounds like. Ta-dee-dee-ta-dee-ta. Try it with me this time. Ta-dee-dee-ta-dee-ta. Sing it and keep a beat. Ta-dee-dee-ta-dee-ta. Sing it and clap it. Ta-dee-dee-ta-dee-ta. Just clap it and think it. Good. Tricky rhythm. It's hard to say. It's a harder one to say, but it's also very tricky to write. Okay, so what you're going to need is something to write with and something to write on. I have a dry erase board. If you have one, that's great. You'll waste less paper. But if you need a piece of paper, that's fine too. A little scrap piece of paper is fine too. We're going to set this board up with our beat lines. Beat lines are really important to help keep our notes organized. And we have 4 beats. We already talked about that in this song. So I'm going to put 4 beat lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. I'm also going to put a time signature, which you've probably seen before, especially if you're in band or orchestra. Time signature, I'll put a 2 and a 4. 2 shows us that we have 2 beats in our measures in our groups. So 2 beats and a bar line, 2 beats and a bar line. You're going to want to make this. So go ahead and make this. If you have to pause it and copy it, that's fine. Just go ahead and make this. You're going to do it along with me, or if not with me, you can do this later too. That's fine. You don't have to submit this. This is not an assignment, but just do it, and it probably will be good for you. Okay. All right. So we got our new rhythm. Ta dee dee ta dee ta. Let's do the part we know first. The ending we obviously know. Ta dee ta. Well, toddy is that 2/8 notes, and ta is just a quarter note there at the end. That's easy, okay? Now, our new rhythm is 3 sounds over 2 beats. So what I like to do first is this. I would like to put 3 note heads. Those are the circles. And I'd like to space them out over our 2 beats here, like that. 3 notes over the 2 beats. Not on 1 beat, all 2 beats. It's a 2-beat rhythm. It's tricky. We got 3 notes over 2 beats. Okay, now, obviously our notes are also going to need some stems. Like that. If we do that, we got a little problem. Those are all the same. And we know that they don't sound the same. We know that it's actually short, long, short. The middle sound is long, the other 2 sounds are short. Well, there's something we can add to our notes to make them shorter. Whenever we have a note that's shorter, we're going to add something called a flag to it. A flag, well, it's not one I pledge allegiance to the flag. It's not that. This flag hangs off of our note. And we're going to put them on the short notes. So you know which of these 2 are short. Well, you should, because we sang it plenty of times. The first one and the last one. So the first note and the last note here are going to need a flag to make them shorter. There's 1. There's 2. That is our new rhythm. Ta-dee-dee. Can you read this now with me? Here we go. Ta-dee-dee-ta-dee-ta. Good, sing it again. Ta-dee-dee-ta-dee-ta. Good, this time clap it. Ta-dee-dee-ta-dee-ta. Good. This rhythm here, 3 sounds over 2 beats, is a rhythm that has a special name because it is so tricky. This rhythm has its own name. This rhythm is called syncopation. Can you say syncopation? I'm going to write it out for you. S-Y-N-C-O-P-A-T-I-O-N. That is a tricky word. Syncopation, because it's a tricky rhythm. What does syncopation mean? Syncopation is when we have sounds in kind of an unusual order. We have the middle sound being the longer sound, the one that's kind of emphasized, the one that's kind of accented, is the one in the middle. That's not usually what we have. For instance, right here at the end, we don't. We have a long sound by itself on a beat. Well, here, this sound's kind of in between the beats. It's a little bit unusual. So syncopation is when we have parts of the rhythm that are emphasized that aren't normally emphasized. And here we got a perfect example. Ta-dee-dee-ta-dee-ta. Let's sing it one more time. Ta-dee-dee-ta-dee-ta. Guys, you're going to want to write this out. You're going to want to practice this. Get it really good because next week we're going to work a little bit more with syncopation and a little bit more with making some brand new music.
We're making music with our fountain friends.
All right, fourth grade, listen, you guys have been working really hard. You guys just learned about a brand new, really tricky rhythm, syncopation. You guys have been just doing a great job, and I really appreciate that. So because of that, I'm going to give you some time right now just to kind of have some fun. Think back through some of these. You know, we learned a game one of the first weeks. Bump Up Tomato. Remember that song? Learned it a couple weeks ago. This is a fun game to play with that. If you need to review it, you can go back and watch, but maybe play that game. Think back through some of our other songs. Layla, That Shoe My Love. Learn some different songs. Have some fun with them. Experiment. Maybe make up your own games for them. Maybe make up your own words for them. I don't know. Have some fun. Experiment. Do some creative things. Oh, and you know what? Your boom whackers. Yeah. You could make some music with those too. Play them. You could mix and match them a little bit. You could maybe even make some more if you want. Bigger ones, smaller ones. Experiment. Create some things. Make some music and, well, most importantly, have some fun.
We're making music with our fountain friends.
Well, we sure had fun this week, didn't we? So, until next time, grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street.